Okay, it's great news. We've just literally got this Citroen Relay in stock. This is for sale at Countryside Motorhomes and Motorhomepig. We're going to jump inside, have a quick chat with Anthony. We'll speak to him about the van itself, reason he's selling it, and the specification. Okay, Anthony.
Yeah.
We're helping sell your van.
Oh, we are.
It's my little intro line now. I've done a couple of these, and to be honest, I'm not as prepped with this because I've not asked you all the questions. But what we've got is your professionally converted van. So the company that's converted it is they've signatured on the side there. What the company called?
Cooper Campers, based in South Manchester. I think they've actually rebranded now.
Right.
I think they're now called Baha Customs,
right.
Something like that. But it's a small business, a nice guy that I worked with to basically design this from the base van upwards for me, with a view of having something completely contained, totally off-grid, go anywhere.
So off-grid wise, I was gonna ask what made you choose that company, but first off-grid wise, I've noticed a row of batteries at the back and they look professionally fitted. So we're gonna have this van fully checked over, habitation checked. So it's gonna have a fresh check over on the electrics, fresh check over on the gas. You don't get water ingress on panel vans, but it's gonna have a damp check, full habitation check, and that'll be clear and free of any advisories. But what made you pick the company that you went for?
Well, I spoke to a few different places that did it, sort of local to me, and I think going into it without really knowing what the process was going to be like, but knowing what I wanted at the end of it, he was really good in terms of sort of the consultation side of it. He put a lot of time into it really before I actually spent a penny with him.
Do you know what?
Planning everything and going through all the different options and what we could have and what we couldn't have, and even like looking at the price of it, looking at sort of, you know, really the high-end options, the medium and sort of low-end where maybe we look to potentially save a bit of money, was really helpful with that.
Out of all the vans that I've seen, this possibly stands out. I like the layout, the latest winner. It's rare that we get an oven.
Yeah, well,
that's so rare.
So when we sort of planned to do the conversion, I was very much adamant was that what I wanted was something that I could basically live in.
Yeah.
And I did for a short time, for a few months. And so that's why I wanted to make sure that I had like the oven and the shower, and so it really.
Yeah. Did you ever use the oven?
Yeah.
Did you?
All the time,
okay.
Because I wanted something that wasn't going to be like, oh, you know, you go away for a weekend and then you're like, oh, I want to go home, so I want to be able to have a wash and have some proper food, and I wanted to be able to go out for weeks at a time and be fun. Now,
something I've learned, the batteries, how long would you be able to last, would you say, with the batteries and being off-grid? How long would you say before you need to plug in?
Well, so because of the solar panels, I've never ever plugged this in mains, ever.
So I think one of the wins that you've got is you've not just had the off-grid set up with the batteries, you've also got a true heater system.
Yep.
And also the cooking gas as well.
Yep.
So essentially, as long as you've got enough gas and you've got sunshine,
you're absolutely fine. Yeah, and the extra batteries are hooked up as well to the alternator, so even if
they're charging, so you can charge them when you're running.
Yep.
No, it is amazing, and I've seen, like I've said a moment ago, I've seen lots of conversions. This has got to be one of the best, even if it compares to some of the factory vans that you've got.
Yeah.
This is. So did you choose this layout? You must have done, but.
Pretty much.
Did he give you the option to guide you?
Yeah, so we looked at a couple of different ones that he'd done before. I think the people watching this won't be able to see, but I'm quite tall, so I'm 6'5". So one of the things I wanted was... Yeah.
I'm only short. I have the opposite problem. I don't bang my head anywhere.
Yeah. So I wanted to be able to stand up was a big thing. And also to be able to have a bed that I could lie flat in.
Yeah.
And so I think you see a lot of conversions of panel vans like this, which will have the U dinette, but it'll be shorter, or it wouldn't have a shower unit as well. And so we worked a way to have both. And once this table drops and there's an extension at the end that slides out and all the cushions rearrange.
Yeah.
And it means that the bed lengthways, I think, is well over 2 meters, which makes it plenty big enough for me.
Yeah, it definitely works. So, how long have you physically owned it for?
I bought this, I think...
22.
Yeah.
June 22 it's registered.
June 22 was registered. I actually took ownership of it, I think 6 months earlier than that.
Right.
If I remember right, the completed January 23. It was in over Christmas.
And numbers wise, obviously we're now looking at selling it.
Yep.
We're going to be putting it on a competitive price.
Yep.
What we feel will be fair for the market today.
Mm-hmm.
But numbers wise, what did you invest in it in the time when you purchased it? How much did you invest in the actual conversion, etc.?
I mean, all in, probably pushing 60,000 for everything.
So someone's going to get a good deal.
A good deal.
I mean,
real bargain.
within reason, it doesn't feel like it's been touched. It doesn't feel like it's been lived in. It's very much like new. So I'm pretty excited to be able to help you sell it. We're going to market this vehicle across the whole of the internet. So it's going to be on Auto Trader, it's going to be on Facebook, it's going to be on Gumtree. And I think if you've looked at different vans, you've got to give this one a chance, because I've seen a lot. This is all I've done, and this is all I've done for years. And this is a little bit different. Mileage wise, it's done literally next to nothing.
6,500, very low, yeah.
So that's a plus, and it's rare that you get this kind of a combination. I know we've already mentioned on the Truma heating system, but when you get these converted vans, you don't always get that. I mean, that in itself is an expensive option.
Yep.
I think just the unit is about 1,600, and then you've got the fitting.
Yep.
So you could easily throw in £3,000 on the heating system, the water system that you can get with this, and the fact that it runs off gas just gives it that extra boost. So, what's the reason for selling?
We're moving away to the Isle of Man, actually next week as we film this. So I'm actually really gutted to be getting rid of it, but I think once we move over there, we're just not going to have A, the time, and B, the island isn't big enough that I need something that I can go and spend weeks and weeks in. And then even looking at bringing it back over here, there's ferry costs every time back and forth, so... I think if we can sell it and somebody can have it and get as much enjoyment out of it
that's the plus, isn't it? So as long as it goes to a good home, so we'll make sure it goes to a good home for you. One last thing, have you ever had any issues with the van? Any problems with it? Anything that you think you'd advise somebody this needs doing, or you've had any?
No problems at all. I had a software update that needed doing maybe 2 years ago, but that's it. It's MOT'd until the end of June. There was no advisories or anything. I mean, like I said, the mileage is low. Had a full service at the time as well. So
literally, she's up to date as far as being looked after. And then what we're going to do is make sure that habitation check's done for you. Yep. Yeah, and then let's see if we can get it sold.